remember in a long time. It actually kicks off with a actual match. Uh, the Wyatt family leader, the Wyatt family leader, Bray Wyatt, uh, teaming up with the newest recruit, Daniel Bryan, to take on the Usos in the first match of the night. It actually, it actually took up the first 15 or so minutes, but uh, it looked like the Usos were about to win the match after they both dove out of the ring on both Bryan and Bray. But just as they were getting ready to finish off uh, the Wyatt family patriarch and the newest recruit, uh, Harper and Rowan, the Usos were getting ready to do a double dive off the double uh, Superfly like dive off the ropes on Bryan and Bray, but uh, Harper and Rowan were standing outside and they interfered in the match, pushing the Usos off the ropes and attacking them, effectively causing a disqualification and giving the uh, match to the Usos via DQ. After the match, Bray Wyatt uh, got in Daniel Bryan's ear. Daniel Bryan then dropped to his knees and allowed Bray Wyatt to hit him with a Sister Abigail and some sort of ritual or some sort of uh, some sort of ritual or something of that sort, learning technique because apparently he blamed Daniel Bryan for them losing. But very weird opening, no, very weird segment between Bryan and Bray, but a very good opening match, even though it landed in a disqualification. But coming up next, everybody's favorite champion, not mine, but that was sarcasm. But uh, John Cena in his first match on Raw in 2014. Not don't know who he's fighting, but they're touting this as his first match of 2014 on Monday Night Raw. So let's see how it turns out. John Cena took on Damien Sandow in our second match of the night. Uh, of course, we all know how this turned out. I knew how it turned out before the match even started when I realized who he was fighting. Uh, really, Sandow looked like he was gonna win with a cross face, but of course Cena had to super Cena his way out by standing up with uh, Sandow on his back and converting in, converting it, con- converting uh, Sandow's hold into the F5, or not the F5, but the Attitude Adjustment for the 1, 2, 3. Again, uh, Super Cena's his way to another win. Uh, they did show that his dad's in the audience, so I'm hoping that Randy Orton does something with his dad and or something like that. But uh, once again, Cena destroys, helps to destroy another superstar. I'm not saying that Sandow is completely buried and will never come back. But once again, Cena has to outshine another superstar. But we're only about a half hour into Raw. We got another 2.5 hours. But coming up next, they did announce that they will have a rematch from the SmackDown main event from last Friday. The Shield, Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose taking on CM Punk and the New Age Outlaws. So the Shield won last Friday, so I'm guessing the Punk and the Outlaws will probably win on Raw tonight. But that's still to come later on the show. Not sure if it's the main event or if it's just somewhere uh, halfway in the show or something, but should be interesting to see that. But coming to that, they're going to talk about the uh, the WWE Network, which I'm very excited for. Usually don't like anything. Usually don't like a lot of the things WWE does on Raw and SmackDown, but they do have. This is something I want to get when it comes out. When it's launched, February 24th. I will be one of the first people to get it, and uh, I may not use the TV anymore. I don't know, but that's coming up. So let's see how the rest of Raw continues. We come back to Monday Night Raw, and after they pimp out the WWE Network, we go backstage where the director of operations, Kane, is backstage looking over some papers when the general manager of Monday Night Raw, Mr. Bradley Maddox, comes into the office and said and kind of uh, uh, sarcastically says that Kane's doing a pretty good job considering the fact that we've already had chaos with the Wyatt family destroying, uh, not destroying, but well, destroying the Usos and what Bray did to Daniel. Uh, he says, Kane says that it's his job, it's Brad Maddox's job as the general manager to keep control and uh, control the chaos of Monday Night Raw. Uh, Maddox comes back and says it is his responsibility. He's gonna make a rematch tonight with the Usos against Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan, but this time inside a steel cage. And Kane one up, I guess Kane straight up one up him by saying that he likes the idea of the cage match, but that he Kane will be the only will have the door padlocked, and he will have Kane will have the only key to open the door. So uh, I don't know if it's too soon right now, but I can kind of see Kane possibly being somewhat of a mole inside the authority for uh, Bray Wyatt. But after the way Kane has changed over the last couple, after the way he's changed over the last weeks and months, and the fact that they seemingly haven't really, uh, they seemingly didn't have a true conclusion to the Kane Bray Wyatt storyline. I can kind of see that they may be going towards Kane being some kind of a mole inside the authority, allowing Bray Wyatt to do whatever he wants. But that's just my opinion. It could end up maybe tonight Kane. Maybe that's the reason tonight Kane has the only key to the cage. Maybe it's a way to allow Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family to decimate the Usos without any real authority figure interfering. But that's just my opinion. But we still got almost a little over 2 hours left of Raw, so let's see how it continues. After a commercial break, Big Show defeats Jack Swagger in short fashion with the KO punch, I believe. Uh, After the match, he runs off uh, Antonio Cesaro, who runs into the crowd, but Big Show traps. But he looked like he was gonna go after Cesaro, but Cesaro ran into the crowd. But he left uh, Seb Coulter in the ring, not knowing, unaware that Big Show was coming after him now. Uh, Coulter was checking on Jack Swagger. He turns around and gets caught, and Big Show catches him around the neck, uh, and ends up knocking uh, knocking out uh, Seb Coulter with the KO punch. To everybody in the crowd's excitement, except JBL, who was claiming that the man that Seb was a war hero and a grandfather. But coming up next, Uh, this is all a build up for Big Show to take on Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. But coming up next, uh, the the Shield, Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose take on CM Punk and the New Age Outlaws. I thought it was gonna be the main event, but apparently it's only the 1 hour main event. But it's coming up next, so let's see how it turns out. The New Age Outlaws and CM Punk end up losing to the Shield this time after the loss on Friday. Yeah, the Shield come out on top this time, but not without controversy as CM Punk took a lot of punishment and a lot of uh, the beatdown in the match. Uh, we actually saw more Billy Gunn in this match than we did on Friday, but Punk took a lot of the beating and was in there for most of the match. But when he did go for the tag, the New Age Outlaws, shockingly to some, jumped off the apron and left, walked up the ramp and left CM Punk to fend for himself against all three members of the Shield, which eventually Roman Reigns hit him with a spear for the 1, 2, 3. The Shield, like I said, picked up the win. Uh, my opinion, I know we're not even halfway into Raw, but my opinion, well, I know by the time you see this it'll be over with, but my opinion, I believe the Billy Gunn, Bulldog, and New Age Outlaws are now officially working for Triple H and the Authority. It was all a complete setup for to get CM Punk in this position to where he could get destroyed by the Shield. After the match, the Shield triple bombed uh, CM Punk in the middle of the ring to end the segment. Uh, Not sure what's coming up next, but I'm sure looking forward to it. The cage match between the Usos and the team of Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan is apparently the main event. I'm not sure that's the way they're touting it. It's gonna, in my opinion, I know a lot of people are down on wrestling in general, but in my opinion, this is a very good show. But it could always turn sour. Let's just see how it all continues. Everybody's favorite Divas champion, the uh, young lady on her way to becoming 5 days away, I believe, from becoming the longest reigning Divas champion in WWE history. AJ Lee teaming up with her protector, the protector of the throne, uh, Tamina, to take on the Funkadactyls. AJ and Tamina pick up the win after AJ gets the pin. I don't really remember how she did it, but I'm assuming it was a shiny wizard or something like that. But once again, AJ comes out on top. After the match, she got the pin over Cameron. After the match, Tamina and AJ tried to take advantage of a downed uh, Cameron, but Naomi came in to clear the house. Apparently, my opinion, they're just setting up Naomi to take on AJ possibly at the Royal Rumble or somewhere down the line for the Divas Championship. Most likely, AJ will probably win. If it is, well, she'll win either. She'll win either way, but she will become a longest reigning Divas champion in company history. And I say kudos to AJ Lee. But after that, we see Randy Orton backstage, frantically looking for Triple H and Stephanie, the Authority. On Friday, he did make mention of the fact that he would confront the Authority personally about being put in a match against John Cena at the Royal Rumble. Could we see the breakdown of the Authority and the chosen champions, as it were? Well, we could see that coming up. But coming up next, the first WWE Hall of Fame induction of 2014. They won't actually induct him tonight, but they will have the first official announcement of who will be the first inductee. in the 2014 Royal Rumble, no, 2014 Hall of Fame. That will be uh, the class that will be inducted WrestleMania weekend. My opinion, it should be either. May, after everything she's been through lately, May Young really deserved it, but it should be interesting either way to see who this is. I'm very excited. I want to see it. So let's stop the recording right now and let's see who it is. Who's the first inductee to the 2014 WWE Hall of Fame? We're about to find out. Let's get back to the show. After a commercial break, we come back and Orton apparently wants to talk to the authority, but Kane interrupts him. He wants to talk to the authority, but instead wants to the Kane in the back, and he vents his frustrations to Kane about Batista and Brock Lesnar coming after him. Us being put in the match against Cena at the Royal Rumble. Uh, um, Kane says he will have a chance to vent his frustrations against uh, Kofi Kingston tonight in a match. But before that, we got the Hall of Fame induction, and I'm telling you, this show has been like a shocker after shocker moment, in my opinion. The first inductee in the 2014 WWE Hall of Fame is the one and only Ultimate Warrior. That is right, Ultimate Warrior will be in the 2014 class of the Hall of Fame. Uh, the night right before WrestleMania, he and amongst others will be inducted into the 2014 class of the Hall of Fame. Uh, a shocking moment in my opinion. Did not expect that at all. But I guess we should have. I guess I should have considered the fact he's actually in the game in the 2014, the WWE 2K14 game. He had to be in the Hall of Fame at some point, and I'm glad to see it. I just want to see what he's going to say during his Hall of Fame induction, during his acceptance speech. I want to see that, but after years of not speaking to Vince McMahon, that's going to be interesting to hear what the Ultimate Warrior has to say during his acceptance speech at the Hall of Fame ceremony. I'm hoping it's on broadcast on television or on the WWE Network, which would be awesome. But after that, uh, after the commercial break, we come back and it's time for Orton versus Kofi Kingston. Like I said, another shocker. Kofi Kingston actually rolls up Randy Orton, catching him off guard with a 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston actually pins. That's right, he pins the WWE World Heavyweight Champion in the center of the ring. I'm not sure what this means for Kofi Kingston, but Randy Orton to literally snap, and like I knew was gonna happen. Uh, uh, John Cena's dad was in the audience, and Randy Orton snapped and jumped. Randy Orton jumped John Cena's dad in the audience, beat him down, and John Cena comes out to make the rescue. Orton once off before Cena could get his hands on him, but Cena's shaking on his dad right now. Not sure where this story's going, but I kind of like it. And before I get back to the show, there's been a roller coaster so far. Uh, I'm not sure I mentioned this before, but during the match with AJ Lee and Tamina against the Funkadactyls, they just show NXT's dancing diva Emma was in the audience holding up a sign that said Evolution or something like that. But could this be the introduction of Emma to the WWE Universe? Could this be the start of her push to get into the WWE on Raw or SmackDown or both? I don't see it, but I'd also like to see Paige finally get her opportunity. Uh, Paige get her opportunity in the WWE. First she has to drop that NXT Divas Championship before she gets to WWE. But I can't wait to see it. maybe Emma's on her way, but we are, but we are on our, but what I know is we are on our way. This is the third hour of Raw. About to take us home. Let's see how Raw continues. Alberto Del Rio picks up the win over Rey Mysterio via the cross arm breaker. He then gets on the mic and calls out, uh, once again calls out Batista, who will return next week uh, to officially declare himself part of the Royal Rumble, which they've already shown promos for, but he'll make his first appearance on WWE TV in about 4 years, which will be amazing to see. But the main event, the last match of the night, ended with a huge shock to a lot of people and a huge amazement for myself as uh, Raw has been amazing the last 2-3 weeks leading. It's always amazing going in the Royal Rumble leading into WrestleMania, but this has been downright awesome. Uh, First we get the announcement of the Ultimate Warrior, the Royal Rumble, and now then the Outlaws. Well, before that we got the Outlaws turning on CM Punk uh, after the match with Del Rio and Mysterio. Punk went in to confront Kane, but got with no real answers. He did find out he will be in the Royal Rumble match. Uh, but after all the shocking things that have happened leading up to this show so far, uh, uh, Daniel, uh, Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt once again lose to the Usos in the cage match. The Usos both escaping the cage, both diving on Harper and Rowan, who were on the outside of the ring, uh, taking them out of the equation. But and then once, but once it was left to Bryan and Wyatt in the ring by themselves, uh, after losing the match, Wyatt commanded Bryan to allow him to hit the Sister Abigail on Bryan again, like he did at the beginning of the show. But this time, Bryan pulled away, and they had to stare down as the crowd started chanting, "Yes, yes, yes." They had to stare down, and Bryan ended up unleashing on uh, Bray Wyatt with kicks, with his signature kicks, and uh, signature running drop kicks in the corner to my amazement and the crowd's enjoyment. The crowd throughout the whole segment was with Bryan. Uh, as he shed the Wyatt family garb and threw it into Bray Wyatt's face as he laid on the mat. I'm guessing Daniel Bryan is back to his old ways. I'm thinking that this was only a ploy on the part of Daniel Bryan to gain some kind of insight into the inner workings of the Wyatt family. I believe he'll end up facing Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, possibly, and they'll probably all be in the Royal Rumble. But what an amazing Raw! I did not expect this show to be this great, but that only makes it that much harder next week. How will they talk this week as we get Batista's return, plus so much more leading into Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? An awesome show, an awesome way to go off. I'm ecstatic, I'm amazed, and I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, and comment, and look for my GWA videos. Raw is already up. WCW Nitro, and many more. WCW Nitro is already up, and many more to come. I'm out of here. See you on Thursday for Impact, and what a show we've seen. See ya. Bye bye.